Oh man, that was not an enjoyable first experience trying to get that emulator to work. I've put in a request for help on that one. We're gonna play something that I know works well and something that's gonna be relaxing as well. For our first proper stream back in the saddle, as it were. Ah, you know, I tested with the other emulators on RetroBat and they worked fine. So it's just the Nintendo 64 one that seems to be having issues on my end, which is so frustrating. But there's got to be a way to fix it, right? We'll figure that out later. But everything else is working fine. My stream elements is working fine. My OBS is working fine. Every other game I want to play captures fine. And I'm wondering actually if it's a like an OpenGL thing maybe, because now that I think about it, I was having issues with Quake 4 a while back during some testing, so I'm just wondering if that's related. We'll soon figure it out anyway. Right, now we'll load up the game. We'll actually play some game today, rather than doing technical support. Now, let's load. There we go, that loads fine. That's working. I'm gonna get rid of that frame rate counter. We don't need to have that on while we're playing games on the computer. Turn that off. We don't need to see the frame rate for Doom. We all know how it plays. User agreements. Oh, yes, 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 I agree. Blah, blah, blah. Sell my soul, all that. Okay. We can play this and not bloody worry. I still don't know if I prefer the old soundtrack or the new one, though. I kind of feel, though, that the Nightdive versions of Doom have kind of made GZ Doom obsolete, apart from, like, specialized mods that only work on GZ Doom. I don't see why anyone would want to use GZ Doom now if they were just playing through Doom normally. Because even, like, the Nightdive version here is way better than that Unity port they had a couple years back. I can see why people would want to use GZ Doom over the old Unity port. But over the Nightdive port, I do definitely feel like the GZ Doom warped so that Nightdive support could run though. Because there was no other real good way to play Doom back then. Missing a monster. Oh, there must be the one in here. I don't think we're going to go for 100, 100, 100 though. Missing a secret. What? Okay, that's annoying me. I know I'm not missing a secret. I know I hit them all. What gives? What didn't flag? I know I got them all. So it's, yeah, maybe that's a bug. Maybe something didn't flag. I know I've hit them all. I love how this noise gate is working perfectly. Like, so if anyone does hear any, like, clicker clatter, let me know. I am checking my mic bar on the OBS, and it seems to only be picking up my voice. Does not seem to be picking up the audio, does not seem to be picking up the keyboard or the mouse. So I really don't want to go back to wearing headphones if I can avoid it. Because man, headphones suck after long term. It just feels like it's second nature to me now, like it's muscle memory playing through original Doom. At least especially like episode 1. Like I'm just doing this like... It's like I'm playing the game, but I feel like I'm going through the motions. I just know where all these enemies are. I was also mucking around with 32x Doom the other day as well on the emulator. Played surprisingly well, which I, you know, couldn't get over that actually, how well it plays considering what it's running on. How do they get Doom to work really good on a 32x and not on a 3DO is beyond me. I tell you though, I'm really not looking forward to having to go through Hexen. I'm going to be playing that on a stream as well. But with the Doom games, we might as well go in order. Play everything that I've got. And there are a whole bunch of mods for Doom I want to play later on the Nightdive port as well. With map sets and such. Webcam doesn't seem to be too way much the action as well. That's good. I just love how smooth this casting is working. So I'm watching my second monitor at the moment through OBS, and that's how I'm playing right now. Because I'm watching all of the little bars. But I'm still so intent on making sure that this noise gate's perfect. And it's so hard to tell sometimes. But I will be re-watching my stream after to see if there's anything that doesn't sound right, so that I know if things need tweaking, as well as tweaking things on the fly if required. I don't know if I picked a good time of the day to stream though, like, so here in New Zealand it's 8:15 in the morning. I have no idea what time it is over in other countries. Like, I know in Australia it's early. Over in America I think it's evening. Over in England I think they're all going to bed, like it's middle of the morning, I'm not sure. Or early in the morning I should say. Time zones is going to be a really difficult thing for me to figure out for optimal streaming times. But I really want to have a consistent schedule. So it's Friday over here, right? And this day I really want to be my stream day because it's the day where I have, for the most part, no obligations. So I really want Friday to be my main stream day. I was watching someone else play this though the other weekend. It was their first time playing through Doom. They were playing Doom 2, and they told me that they didn't come across the secret area, like the secret levels or anything like that in Ultimate Doom, and I was very surprised because I've always thought that getting to the military base is the easiest secret to come across, like that you, just because you can come across it so much more. And how do I explain it? You can come across it natural gameplay. Like in natural gameplay, you can just come across the secret level and think that it's just part of the normal flow. It doesn't feel like there's any sort of secret to it, other than that lift that goes down in that other room. Or maybe it's just because as a kid I always knew about this, so it's always felt like it wasn't very secret. It's the one in episode 2, that's the one that I always get lost trying to figure out, to be honest. And the episode 2 secret map is rubbish. That's not even worth going to it. Fortress of Mystery, more like Fortress of Disappointment. Mystery of why I went there. Like, this is a proper secret map, man. This is a proper secret map. All the other secret maps in Original Doom and Ultimate Doom are rubbish compared to Military Base. Except maybe Fear. No, sorry, I'll take that back. Fear is pretty good as well. But in episode 2 and episode 3, no. Fortress of Mystery is just a meme level. And was it Warrens in episode 3 is literally they've just taken episode 1 and added a few extra sectors to it and added a cyber demon. Now, considering the absolute pain in the fucking ass it is to get to the secret level in episode 3, so bear with me. This is gonna be a bit of a you know, a rant. Okay, you had to learn how to rocket jump in episode 3. You had to know that was a thing to get to the secret level in episode 3. Okay, you literally take out a whole chunk of your HP, go to that secret level. And then you find out that it's literally just episode 3's starting map with extra sectors and a cyber demon. It's so, like, pointless. Episode 1 and episode 4 secret levels, the only things that are actually neat and original. I don't eat while I game, bro. That's bad. That's how you make a mess. Nah, bro. Not for me. Especially not this time in the morning. It's still like, it's not even 9 AM here yet. It's still early in the morning for me. It's like, yeah, 8:19 AM right now. I'm still waking up. 6:19. Ah, you're in Australia. It's the only time zone I can think of. Yeah, I was originally going to try and stream the Nintendo 64 emulator, but it just was not capturing on the OBS, so I had to go back to the drawing board on that one. But it's weird because it captures when it's not the main like window, and then when you load into the window, it won't capture. So I'm like, what? I have to figure that. I have to go back to the drawing board, figure that out, which is going to be annoying. Because I really want to play Banjo-Kazooie on the stream. I might actually end up playing ukulele. Because I still haven't actually finished ukulele yet. And it's going to be funny me going to play ukulele before I try Banjo-Kazooie. I honestly think, to play Banjo-Kazooie, I'm going to either save up, get a capture card, and stream the Xbox version, or I am going to have to try a different emulator. And I really want to use RetroBat, because RetroBat covers everything else. And one of my friends on Twitch, she was streaming Banjo-Kazooie on RetroBat, so like I know it can work. I just have to figure it out. It takes so long to take down these pinkies with just a shotgun. I miss the super shotgun, even though the super shotgun kind of makes every other weapon pointless. But I miss it. Like, pinkies like that is just a slog. Yeah, they're my favourite as well. Although, it's weird, like, so, like, people would call them retro games, right? But when we were kids, they were just our games. They weren't retro, they were just our games. So it feels weird to call them retro games, but that's what they are. But they're our games. At least for my age group, anyway. I may end up actually just playing PS1 as well. Because the ROM for Banjo-Kazooie was also having issues hooking into retro achievements. Which, for me, is weird, because why would it be having issues that come from Vim's Lair? And I know Vim's Lair is, like, Vim's Lair is the safest, most legitimate place to get a ROM. There's probably other places, so like, I don't want to have it as be like a broadened statement like that, but it's the safest, most well-known one. So why would a ROM from there be having issues hooking into retro achievements? Other than maybe the file name. There's lots and lots of things I'm going to have to check. I wonder if they left the shortcut for this level in it. Because Nightdive's remasters do fix a lot of bugs. But I wonder if they've actually edited the levels themselves. I don't think they would have. But I will be going to check. Just out of curiosity. It's still hard to imagine, like, that this used to be a horror game back in the day. Like, it was used to be viewed as scary. I don't know if I ever thought it was scary as a kid. But I probably did. Whereas now, I'm just like, yeah, no, this is not scary at all. But the Doom 1 version, the PS1 version still holds a bit of that horror vibe, but I think that's because of the music and the lighting. There's nothing really much on YouTube right now, but we are going to be fixing that. I think all I've got on YouTube at the moment is a tutorial I made for getting army men of all games to actually work on the what's it called, on the casting software on OBS. They might have fixed this. I think they've actually fixed this. Can't seem to do it. Yeah, I think they might have fixed this, or I'm just really sucking at doing it. Anyway, I'm not going to keep trying to do it. Yeah, PlayStation Doom is great. It is going to be streamed. I have streamed it in the past before. But make sure you drop a follow there, Pizza. So that you can actually see when I stream these things too. Plus, I'd also like to see if Stream Elements is actually picking up on if someone's following. Best Doom map of all time. I'm not qualified to answer that one, to be honest. I don't really have a particular favorite or particular favorite or a particular map I don't like all that much. Oh, you're already following. Fuck. You must have been around for when I was streaming some of that older stuff way back in the day. Honestly, it's been so long since I've streamed properly, I've forgotten who has actually followed me. Isn't that tragic? But we are getting back into regular streaming, so you are going to see me on more often. I think I'm about to die because I got distracted talking. Oh no, I'm still alive. We'll just go back and get some health, eh? Okay. Here we go. Back to better health. I really want to get more bullets, but... Nah, we'll head to the exit. Oh, here we go. But yeah, we're going to get back into more regular streaming. I've been trying to learn how to use different social media as well. I've been learning TikTok. TikTok has been the easiest one for me to pick up to use. But I'm now starting to learn Instagram and how to use Instagram to help promote as well. But the reality is I've got nothing to promote right now. This is my first proper stream since getting back into it. So hopefully some cool highlight moments happen today. But the reality is I've got a stream to get noticed. I want to play games I know, play games that I don't know. All sorts of games. We're really into that patient gaming phase at the moment too. Playing a lot of games I missed out on, especially from like 10 years ago. Been playing a lot of Far Cry 3 lately. And I really should have streamed that. I really should have streamed my blind playthrough of Far Cry 3. Because that game's amazing. This is actually my least favourite level now that I think about it, in episode 1. I don't know why Phobos Lab feels like a drag. We're just gonna speed this level. Oh, not for me, mate. This is one of my least favorite levels. I don't hate the level though, like don't get me wrong. I don't hate the level. It's just I find it a bit of a drag. Especially the bit in the yellow door where they open up on both sides, like it's just always a bit sloggy. And the pinkies, how they just take so long to die from a regular shotgun. Makes it feel a bit more draggy as well. But that's an overall criticism, I should say, I have of Doom as a whole. Because sometimes it feels like the monsters just take too long to die. That's why I love the super shotgun. Like in Doom 2, super shotgun all the way. But the problem is it becomes the main default weapon. And then you end up using the super shotgun for everything. There's no real middle ground. Other games have fixed that problem, I believe, like Blood, Duke Nukem 3D. Those games have really vastly superior arsenals than Doom. But Doom was also a trailblazer as well, so like we can't be judging Doom versus those games too harshly. Doom level design, those still peak, for the most part. Especially with what people make now. Did one of these open up? Can't remember. Maybe not. But the ultimate goal is to build a community based on these kind of games, join other communities based on these kind of games, because I feel it's very fractured on Twitch. Like I see that there's a lot of people that play these kind of games and they don't have very big followings. And it'd be cool if we could all sort of just discover each other, watch each other play, learn each other's different interests in the games. Like for example, if you like this map, you're saying it's one of your favourite maps. It's not one of my favourite maps, but it's cool to hear that there is people who like this kind of map, which makes me see the map actually a little bit differently as well. So I feel like it's a bit of a slog, but that goes to show that there are a lot of people who enjoy that more slower sort of paced map. And that's something that you can have a conversation about. Learn why each other likes and dislikes different maps, which can make great conversation. This is my least favorite part here. This bit I do not like. Because oftentimes it's just you just get stuck like that. That's why I don't like it. We'll try that again. Oh, am I pistol starting? Yeah, I'm pistol starting. We'll pistol start. That's gonna be a rule of the stream, okay? If we die, we pistol start. That teaches me for trying to rush it. And what have we learned? We have learnt that rushing the map, you end up dying on the map. So now we have to respect the map. We have to respect the map, otherwise the map will make us its bitch. Alright? That's something I really need to make a sound. Respect the map or the map will make you its bitch. To be fair though, this map really does give you a lot of health and a lot of ammo. I was just lazy and I didn't want to do this map. Okay, so I just thought I'm just going to rush to the end and then bang, dead. Oh, I'll never play Doom as a pacifist. That's some real speedrun sort of stuff and I just, yeah, not my cup of tea for sure. I can respect someone who does it though, but I don't get any enjoyment out of that. I haven't got the patience to learn that kind of mechanic. Oh, I haven't even got my chain gun now. Gonna make this take even longer. Are they really advertising view botters in my chat? No, mate. We are not getting cheap viewers. Why were we gonna want cheap viewers, mate? What kind of joke is this? This gotta be a joke. Gotta be a joke. Come on. You're not that desperate that we want a bunch of robots watching us. Jesus. That's something I could get on a rant about, man. View-botting. What's the point? You're literally just playing... You literally, like, if you're view-botting, right? If you're getting a whole bunch of people coming in to view as robots, you're just playing by yourself. You're chatting still by yourself. Why would you pay for that when you can just play on your own for free? It just cracks me up. People that desperate that they need to have view bots. There seems to be a lot of people on Twitch these days, a lot of view bots. Kind of depressing. The fact that they send bot to advertise in streams saying, come and get your cheap bots. Really? Really? How much lack of worth do you have to have in yourself to view bot? Yeah, I see it all the time as well. I don't understand the long-term benefit of it. I really don't. So I'm gonna put it on, like, the record now, like, I'll probably make a clip of this, because I want this to go on my TikTok as well. I will never, ever do anything like view botting, okay? It'll be nothing that I do on my own. I understand that people view bot others as trolls and stuff like that. I hope that never happens to me. But view botting is something I will never do. That is such a joke of a thing, okay? You have to be desperate to view bot. Desperate for attention. You're literally paying to be playing by yourself, alright? Which you can do for free. You could just play on your own for free. You don't need to pay to have robots watch you. It's crazy. It's crazy that people do that. Absolutely insane. What a waste of time. I really do feel for people though who have other people view bot them. Because how disheartening could that be, you know, having a whole bunch of viewers, but then they're not interacting. So you think, oh, you just got lurkers, and lurkers are great, like, don't get me wrong, like, We love lurkers here. Lurkers are fine. But it is disheartening to know that there are people who are maliciously view-botting others. I feel like I'm missing a chain gun pickup in this. Maybe the chain gun's up here. It's up in one of these ones, isn't it? I'm sure there's a chain gun pickup in a secret area in this level. No? No chain gun? Ah, lame. But we will go through this way. Or maybe I should use the chainsaw. Chainsaw does stun lock them, so maybe it is better. Oh, we're gonna die again, aren't we? Of course we are. No, we're good. We're still good. No, I think we're okay. I think we're gonna be alright. Because we're taking our time. We're not being silly. Trying to rush through the map I don't like. I always thought there was goggles though, isn't there? Yeah, here it is. Yeah. Right. We are now out of this level finally. There we go. I like this level. Hey there. We'll be back in a minute. Just gonna go use the bathroom. Alright, we're back. Yeah, just check my updates while I'm here. Alright. Back in action. I miss having my chain gun, I will say. I want my chain gun back. There we go, we got a chain gun again. I've been missing having it. Yeah, I need to find another backpack because I had to go and die. At least I've got a rocket still. Is there a backpack in this level? I think there is. I think? I will soon find out. Pretty sure there is one though. One thing I have heard though with viewbotting is if you play specific games, you know, this is a bit of a conspiracy, a bit of a tinfoil hat thing here, but I have heard that when you play specific games, the companies will viewbot you because they want to promote their own game. I don't know how true that is, but that is very cryptically worrying if that's the case. I have heard of companies doing that. Why they would do that and damage their own reputations is beyond me. No idea why they would do that. But there it is. That's something I have heard about, and it does seem plausible considering how rubbish some game companies are with their ethics. But that would be so funny to have happen, I will admit. Having the company viewbot you. When they could easily just like start a drive to get people to go and watch streamers who play their game. Which would be so much better. But that's work. Okay, that's just sad. Look at this. They can't come out. They're stuck. They're either too tall, or there is a line deaf. I see you there. Otherwise there is a line deaf. It's preventing them from coming out, okay? That's sad. That's sad. Come on, Nightdive. Fix this. Fix this. This is so sad. What a waste of an encounter. Look at that. Fish in a barrel, man. Oh, now he can come out. Now he can come out. There's something's obviously preventing him from coming out. Come on, Nightdive, fix it up. Nightdive's doing really good. Nightdive is doing really, really good. Everything Nightdive has touched so far has been amazing. At the moment, they are in my like top 5 favorite companies. But I really want Nightdive to do Redneck Rampage. I know some people hate Redneck Rampage, and I do not know why. It's such a great, stupid game. And Redneck Rampage will be being played eventually on my stream. Don't you guys worry about that. Because that will be hilarious. That'll be so much fun. It'll be so ridiculous. There's the backpack. Boom. I tell you though, the ultimate dream is to get noticed by a company like Nightdive, or GOG, someone who does, you know, take on smaller streamers into their little programs. That would be the dream. That would be the dream. That's what I want to hopefully get, you know, that would be cool. Oh, another backpack, cool. The ultimate dream is to go pro, right? But, you know, we are not going to even pretend that we are going to be able to even get that far yet. So many backpacks. I'm still trying to figure out how to open up into my, you know, out of my shell a bit more. Be less nervous on camera, and you know, I used to be really good on camera. Not so much anymore. Need to get back into it again. Oh, years ago, years and years ago, probably over 10 years ago, a few of us, we tried to make our own little streaming group before they were really a thing as well. That was the days. I need to also figure out how to set up recommended streamers again. Because there are people I want to put onto my recommended streamers. But Twitch has changed and it's so hard to figure out. I don't know if I'm getting old or not. But I need to figure that out because I need to add on a few people. Because I want other people's channels to play when I'm not live. Like someone accidentally clicked on my channel, right? And it'll play a streamer that I watch regularly. Because that's paying it, you know, it's paying it forward as well. But have you guys noticed, though, that some channels really get angry about self-promotion? Like, obviously there's times where self-promotion goes too far. And then you've got to obviously step in if someone is taking over the whole chat with if they're self-promoting. Like, I can understand that. But I've seen people get told off for saying, hey, I play this game too. Why are you telling someone off for playing the same game as you? Why would you do that? They're literally saying, hey, I play this game and I enjoy it too. I do it on Twitch as well sometimes. And then that person gets in trouble. Really, guys? How, like... Some people are not confident that they have to feel like they need to stamp out other people who enjoy games as well. If someone came onto my stream and they said, I like to stream Doom as well, that's great, I'll probably end up following you. Because they're not actively trying to steal your viewership, and I find that whole concept ridiculous as well. Like, stealing viewership. Like, no. People watch what they want to watch, they're not cards that you collect in a deck. They're people. Oh, pardon me. Kinda just have to sit here and ride them out a bit. There goes all my bullets, but, you know, worth it. That's what I wonder, actually. Does it open because it was shot? Or is it on a timer? Because if that's on a timer, that's really good. I see, here's another one! Here's another one. He can't actually come and get me. He's stuck under the exit line. Does these bugs exist in GZ Doom? That's what I'm wondering. I don't think they do. That is stuff that could be fixed. One Nightdive. Sort it out. I'm still coming off from a flu. So frustrating, but I feel like a lot better than I was the other week, that's for sure. I was out for 2 weeks. 2 weeks with the fucking flu. It's going on 9 o'clock now for me. It's been a good stream so far. I'm thoroughly enjoying playing some old classic Doom. Oh. One thing I like about Computer Station though is that you can snipe so many of the enemies at open windows, but they can do the same to you as well. But you can walk past an open window in the computer station and die if you've got low enough hit points, because everyone else can reach you. I think computer station, though, for me, thinking on it seriously, right, is my favourite level in episode 1. It's got great pacing, it's got nice music, it's got a really good mixture of enemies, and it's not an annoying level to play. But there's probably people out there who think the opposite of this and probably think it's their least favourite. It doesn't have that same slog like the Clovis Lab does. Oh, pardon me. Though I will say, I'm glad that Doom mapping has come a lot further than this, because that is bad monster placement right there. Having a pinky in an area where it can't get to you, and that when you can just snipe away like that, it's kind of just pointless, you know? I'm glad that we don't really do monster placement like that anymore in modern mapping. But I think episode 1 has the best map design in Classic Doom. Like Classic Doom 1 anyway. Which is really weird because this is the free version of the game too, when you think about it, the shareware episode, right? The shareware episode has the best levels. I wonder how people felt back in the day when they would buy the full version of the game. And then they realised that the level design just wasn't as good wholesale as it was in episode 1. Not saying that episode 2 and episode 3 are bad, they're not bad. They're just not as good. I remember where I meant to bloody go. I think I gotta go in there. Might have to go get a drink shortly. I will say though, I'm annoyed that no one has re-released Wolfenstein 3D. I know that you could still buy them and then you can just use, is it E-Wolf or EC-Wolf or something like that? I know that that's a thing, and you could still play it, but it would be cool if Nightdive would do a re-release just for the sake of accessibility. Because oh my god, that's why I love Nightdive games so much, is it's accessible. I can download the game, load up the game, and play the game. Easy. I don't have to look for a source port. I don't have to look for a patch. That's why I really want them to do Redneck Rampage, because oh my god, setting that up is a pain in the ass. At least you only have to do it once, but still. The only reason I can do it with a little bit more ease than others is because I've got experience with having to mod games to get them to be playable. For someone who has got no experience modding, it would be a nightmare to do. Because the instructions are never perfect. Oftentimes it's people trying to like write instructions on what to do. And, you know, these people don't know how to write the best instructions. But they make damn good, you know, software. Like, damn good mods, but they just don't know how to make something legible for you to be able to read it properly. And that's why being able to download and play is the best way. I cannot wait for Outlaws. Honest, like I cannot wait for Outlaws to come out the Nightdive port. Now, am I going to play Outlaws before then? Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I have got the unofficial patch for Outlaws ready to go and running. So I probably will be playing Outlaws. Most likely before the Nightdive version comes out, maybe. But if that Nightdive version comes out and then me owning Outlaws already gives me a free upgrade, obviously I'm just going to go jump to that free upgrade. I really hope that it is a free upgrade. The last one that they did based on the Force engine wasn't, which sucked, so I had to go buy another game. But, in saying that, a discount would be nice. Otherwise we'll have to wait for a sale. Because I don't buy games new anymore. There's gotta be a discount, or a decent discount. That's why I'm a patient gamer. I always wait for a good sale. But I am very grateful that Heretic and Hexen were free upgrades. Same with Doom 1 and Doom 2, and all of the Quakes. That seems to be a theme though, all of the Bethesda ones are all 3 upgrades. Even like when they did Skyrim, you know, to the Skyrim Enhanced Edition, the free upgrade. The Bethesda, whilst they do have their issues, they do provide free upgrades for previous owners. I know that id Software is technically like Doom and all that, but they're run by Bethesda, owned by Bethesda now, so... Gotta give hat tip to Bethesda. Oh, that almost killed me. Am I going to die? I couldn't see! I'm too busy hat tipping Bethesda that I just got ganked by the Barons. Because these invisible dickheads went and absorbed the rocket. Okay, pistol starting on the last level of the map. This is gonna be fantastic. Jeez. Good thing I know how to play the map, eh? Gosh. There's no rocket launcher now too. Isn't that great? This is actually going to be a boss fight. Oh. Damn it. I screwed up. I screwed up. I screwed up. I screwed the pooch, guys. We're not going to even waste trying to, you know, waste ammo trying to take those guys out. Oh, don't get stuck, don't get stuck, don't get stuck. Come on, let me out, bro, let me out. Let me through. Let me through, let me through, come on. My question is there enough ammo to take on the Barons of Hell? The pistol start. Oh crap. Okay, here they all come. Infight, infight. Oh, this is actually going to be a good clippable moment potentially. We'll see. Oh, I really screwed up. I can't believe I died. I was fully kitted out and I died. And I have to try and take these guys out with a friggin' chain gun. Oh man. I think this can be done. I think this can be done. I think this can be done. I think we've got this, guys. I think we've got this. Oh, look at that. He can't get me. Yeah, we've got this. He can't even hit me while he's stuck there. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could just lure the Barons there and they couldn't shoot you. Good to know. Oh, okay. That was a fail, but a success at the same time. Okay? And that was embarrassing there. Oh, man. Okay. And obviously, we die here. You can't really do much about that. Pardon me. I'm gonna take it as a win. I'm gonna take it as a win, alright? Take it as a win. That's episode 1 done. I will be back in a minute. I'm gonna go get a drink. Alright, I'm back. I got my drink. Alright, what are we gonna do now, guys? The Shores of Hell, alright? The Shores of Hell and Ultraviolence. We're not gonna die and then have to pistol start any of these levels, okay? No pistol starting any of these levels, we are not going to die. I just realised too, on Steam, I'm gonna be collecting hours for OBS. At some point, my OBS is gonna have thousands of hours, and it's probably going to end up being the most played game, the most played game on my Steam library. That's wild. It's actually gonna be a crack up if OBS overtakes Stellaris on my Steam for most spent time. It's gonna make me laugh so much when that eventually happens, and it will. It totally will. Because I'm gonna start loving this. And they're just going through the portal. And they're coming back. They're going through and they're coming back. Yeah, it's like you just go through the portal and come back later. It's alright. It's no problem. No worries, you know? Just walk through the portal, alright? All good. You don't need to come back. You don't need to come back. You could just go through the portal. Okay, you go through the portal. There we go. See, you just go through the portal. Have the door closed. They're not going to come back and follow me. They're just going to be going in and out of that portal for the rest of the game. I'm not going to go in there to kill them. No, they can be stuck in that purgatory for all I care. They are stuck there forever. In and out, in and out. They're going to get portal sickness. It's going to be great. Everyone wins except for them, obviously. We don't care what they think. This is okay. So when I was talking about earlier about maps, right? Look at these misaligned bricks, okay? I know I am scraping the bottom of the barrel here. But this is why I think episode 1 is the best in Ultimate Doom. Because it doesn't have stuff like this. It doesn't have misaligned bricks. Like, all they would have had to have done is put like one of those separator textures, right? Like a metal column or something, or had that come out. And you wouldn't have had this. If there were so many picky people back then, I bet you they would have gone, ooh, what's this? But I don't know. Can't go back in time to find out, obviously. But it just feels like the quality of the texturing in episode 2 and 3 is just not there. Like, this feels like, you know, you could have stuff in these corners. You could have stuff in the corners or every other bit of wall just to make it look like there's foundations. Otherwise, it's just the same texture. This whole room is one texture. It's so boring. It's so boring. Episode 1 had way better texturing. Way better texturing than episode 1. But I still enjoy this. Like, I still enjoy this map. Like, I like episode 2 as a whole. I think episode 2 is a perfectly fine episode. It's a great set of maps. But man, does it suffer from bland texturing, like it's all the same brick. All of this is the same brick. There is no variation, there's nothing breaking it up. I know for a fact that there is a texture that he could have used to break up these bricks just to make it look a bit better. Like the light texture here, right? On this light here, you could have that like here in the corner, right? And that would break up the monotony of the brick. But again, I am being very harsh on a maps that were probably made in like 95, 94 or 95. But I know I'm being unreasonable. You know, I know I'm being unreasonable. But I'm still expressing it. If I was a paying customer back then, and this was my first look at Registered Doom, I would be like, oh, this is a bit boring, you know, a little bit rushed. This is the only time this texture breaks up is here. He's made them green. A little bit green underneath that. Otherwise it's the same texture. Oh my god, I'm really going on about this too much. I just need to shut up and play the game. But, man, I can't be the only one who thinks this. It's like, wow, green brick room. Green panel wood room. Grey brick room. Oh, am I becoming a fucking critic? Oh. I think I'm becoming a critic, guys. Maybe maybe I am, yeah, missing my calling, and I should be reviewing theme maps. Oh. Right. Let's see if this next one does the same thing. Great maze, okay. I've just got a feeling I'm gonna have the same opinion. This is so bleak and depressing. I'm being a friggin' cynic. I'm being a cynic. I'm being a cynic about a game that's, what, 30? I will admit I love the Berserker Fist though, it doesn't get old. Great Maze works though. Great Maze works. I don't know of any bad crate mazes. There's probably bad crate mazes out there. I don't know of any though. I hope to never meet a bad crate maze. Whilst this does still seem to have that same-ish problem with like the same bricks over and over, it's not as bad. Like, see how you've got this texture here, like this metal and stuff, right? It helps break up that monotony of the same texture. So it can be done, it can be done. I will admit though, I wish Doom never got rid of the episodic formula. I do like Doom 2 and I like the WODs based off of Doom 2, like I think the 32 levels is cool. But I really do miss that episodic formula. And I'm glad they kept it with Quake 1. Actually, that's actually not a bad idea for a clip. So guys, do you prefer the 32 levels in Doom 2 altogether? Or do you prefer the levels done separately in an episodic format like in Doom 1? That's my question to you guys. Episodes or single campaign? I'd really like to see you guys' thoughts in the comments as well. Trying to get over my streaming nerves though, it's so hard. I don't know how it comes so naturally to others, like I still feel like I'm on an awkward turtle. But it does help that I know that I have solved my audio issue by the looks of it. I wonder if that's why some people view bot, is so that they can get noticed by other people and it starts that cycle. I do like this little Lost Soul room though, guys. It's great. You see with the chainsaw, he just like popping balloons, right? It's like popping balloons. You just get chainsaw out, and you just popping balloons. You should go and get that that chain gun. Pretty sure that's what's in the yellow door. Perfect. Pretty sure we can get a rocket in there as well. I don't remember how to get in there. That's another idea I could do for a clip as well. So, what are your guys' favourite levels in original Doom? In the comments, tell me. I really want to see. Like previously, one of my viewers, a Pizza Chomper, he was saying that he liked Phobos Lab. I'm not a big fan of Turbo Slab, but it's cool that everyone's got their own favourites. So I want to know what your guys' favourite levels are, and what your least favourite levels are and why. So mention them in the comments. I would like to have a read and start some cool fun discourse. I'm gonna try and remember how to get to that rocket launcher. No, I don't think I go this way, do I? It's actually been a while since I've played, I've forgotten some of the secrets. Oh, I haven't gone down here. That could be, I could be just missed a whole part of the map. And I know a lot of my videos that I upload onto my TikTok, for example, and Instagram, a lot of people are from New Zealand, which is where I'm from. So if you guys are from New Zealand especially, what games were you playing back in like the late 90s, early 2000s? What were your games that you played? Because I feel like in New Zealand we had different games available to us than in other countries. Like the Nintendo 64, I don't know if it was just me, but I feel Nintendo wasn't as big in New Zealand as PlayStation was. That's something I really actually want to know, guys. So tell me if you're from New Zealand, if you guys had like Nintendo growing up. Because for me, no. The closest thing to Nintendo we really had that was mainstream, like when I was a kid, was the Game Boy. Like, Nintendo was always handhelds when I was a kid, it was never console. I don't even know if we had Super Nintendos back then. Because honestly, my experience growing up as a kid for gaming was PC and PlayStation. I mean, naturally it went from like PlayStation to PlayStation 2. I just missed so much of that early Nintendo wonder. The only Nintendo wonder I got was, Pokemon. And oh man, I was addicted to Pokemon. That is something we are going to stream as well. We are going to, like, play through Pokemon Blue and Red and all of that. Maybe do those retro achievements for them, maybe. Of course it blocks me from escaping. Alright, I'm going to the exit now. What am I doing? It will be weird going back to play the original Spyro trilogy on normal PlayStation though. Same with the Crash Bandicoot games. Because pardon me, because I thoroughly like the remakes. But the remakes for those trilogies are, in my opinion, better than the originals. Probably controversial take there. Ooh, I'm getting smashed. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna play Fisticuffs with the Kicker Demons. It's not working out for me. Yeah, so this comes down to that level design again, what I was saying earlier in the stream. Why are you putting Pinky Demons in an area where they can't get to you? What's the point? I don't understand it. Like, is it just so you can get a couple of easy kills for the lols? You know, just for the laugh? I find it pointless. Why even get into map design? And I have entertained the idea in the past, like years ago. I would never put Pinky Demons in an area where they can't get to you. That's just a waste of time. It's not even worthwhile attacking them. There is a really cool series though on YouTube. This guy, Mount Pain, he does this Dean of Doom series. I've been watching a lot of that in my spare time. I love how he approaches levels in the official like WODs as well as mods. Amazing, amazing content creator. I could honestly just put Dean of Doom on my second monitor and just watch. Like, it's such a great series by Mount Pain. I'll go through here. I can't remember where to go, guys. Blue door. Ah, blue door. There it is. It's been that long since I've played episode 2, I'm forgetting how to go through, like, I'm forgetting where to go. Ah, that is such a... It's such a mood, though. I would love to not be able, like, that's why I want to play some games, like old games I've never played. I really want to be able to get that feeling of not knowing where to go, not knowing what to do. And it not be frustrating. Like, I want to have that wonder again. Does anyone else know what I mean? Having that wonder of just not knowing what to do. And how you wish you could have that back with some of your old favourite games. Like a game that I wish I could play again for the first time is Disco Elysium. Because there's nothing like your first time playing that game. Even now I still find new stuff on it which makes me happy, but... yeah, it'll never be the same again. Fallout's another game for that too. I'd love to be able to play Fallout again for the first time. Just because of the wonder. I feel like I screwed that up. I'm pretty sure there was a toxic suit. Never mind. Little Deimos Lab. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Alright, back. I need to figure out how to do this multi-stream thing too. Like, I really want to be able to stream to TikTok as well as Twitch. But apparently I need to wait for TikTok to let me do that. Because I know that there is TikTok Live Studio, which does work, but it doesn't work simultaneously as OBS. Why TikTok can't just give you like a live stream network key and let you do that is beyond me. Really lame that they don't let you do it. I can't remember how to get in there. I do like Deimos Lab. This is one of my favourite levels ever, so too. It just has that moody atmosphere. It's not like a slog to me like Phobos Lab. And there's something about this blue I like. I like the blue. The blue brings me joy. There's a Baron out here, isn't there? Maybe it's past the blue door, I'm thinking. Ah, here he is. On skis. I wonder though if it's worth me like uploading full streams to YouTube. Because I know some people like to watch long-form YouTube content. just like live streams in the background. I will admit I've done that with some other games where I've just put on someone's live. The players will arrive late. Let's just get rid of them all, get them out of the way. Bye bye, gone. Rather than mucking around. Surely it's like an alternative door that you can get through there, or maybe I'm thinking of a different spot on the map. I think I'm thinking this. Right, shoot it to open it. Hey, there he is. First time chat. Yeah, well, first time chat online. How's your morning going? I know we're in the same time zone. This Friday is technically my free day, so fuck it. Morning streams on Fridays. Oh no. Oh no. I hope nothing bad. Hope nothing bad. I hope nothing unmanageable. That I need to not I'm not too sure yet. I need to check and I will be in touch with you soon. Actually, I'll just ping Tash about that now. Actually, I completely forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Hang on. Give me a second, bro. I'll just find out now if there's actually any plans tonight. I think I'm free, though. It's the Londoner, right? The one in town. I know the one. I've been there before with Tash. They do some nice food there, too. Just finding out now. Oh, getting in's fine. Getting in should be fine. It's not far for me to go. But if it is raining and the opportunity is there, I won't say no. I don't think we got plans tonight. Oh, it is. It totally is. It's totally Kiwi. Totally Kiwi. I just ain't got much dosh to work with, that's all at the moment. Because, you know, I've spent money on stuff like my new microphone. But no, I'd be down to come out tonight. I just need to make sure that there's no other plans that have been organised. I don't pay attention to the calendar, to be honest. That's my fault half the time. What time tonight, though? Like, what time are we looking at? I just popped the achievement for the chainsaw, it's crack up. I thought I already had that achievement. You just let me know a time when you can, no rush. But I probably will eat before I come out. Oh yeah, 7, yeah, I'll be definitely eating before I come out. Jesus, I almost just alerted the, just about alerted the Cacodemon from behind. Fuck. That would have not have been good. Alert with the plasma rifle, not with just bumping into the damn thing. They do have nice food over there, but yeah, it's expensive. Of course, I don't have enough ammo to take these out. But I haven't had the pistol start anything, so that's a win. Oh, is it gonna crush me? No, that's different. Okay. Peak paranoia. Peak paranoia in this game is seeing the fucking ceiling or floor move and then just getting the hell out. I am not going out that way. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die from a monster or a good trap, not a goddamn ceiling crusher. I'm not going out that way. There's the most inelegant way to go out. But yeah, it's just brick walls everywhere in episode 2. It's so dull. Honestly, episode 1's map design was so much better, which still boggles my mind, because episode 1 was the free version of the game. How much would this have been back then? Probably... Oh yeah, not for my own foolishness. This game would have been full price back in the day. It would have been a pain in the ass to get as well, because it would have been like by mail order. You have such a great episode in episode 1, the shareware version, and then you go to this. Like again, I do like this level, I do like these episodes. But man, was there a quality drop in art design between episode 1 and the rest of the game. And I honestly think it's because Ramiro wasn't involved in the creation of a lot of these maps. Because Ramiro was being a rock star. But there is more variation here. Like, there's much more variation, like in this room, like it is mostly one texture. But there is variation because you've got the pillars, you've got the torches, you've got windows with enemies in it, again with pinkies that can't get to you. This is my biggest pet peeve right now. Honestly, my biggest pet peeve right now is pinkies that can't get to you. What's the point? You just snipe them off. And it's boring. Pinkies are actually one of the most dangerous enemies in the game because they can rush you into corners and then like trap you. When they're placed like that in an area where they can't get to you, that's just pointless. And I'm so glad that in modern map design we have come past that. Which is something I know, guys, I've been ranting about this like in every other level. I just talk about the bad pinky placement. just does my head in. Absolutely does my head in. Now, from memory, this is the level I get to Fortress of Mystery, and otherwise known as Fortress of Disappointment. It's the most boring secret level in the whole franchise. Oh yeah, James, you might be able to do me a favour actually. If you're not following already, which you probably are, but I'm not sure. If you aren't following, can you drop the follow? I want to see if the ping pops up. Because I haven't had a new follower yet. Yeah, no, crosshairs, I don't think... Sweet, cool, it's working, thank you. Cool, it's working. Cool. That's what I've been wanting to test that for a while now. To see if it's actually working, but there's no way to test it with someone else until they do it. I know, I appreciate that there, thank you. Yeah, crosshairs I don't think were in first-person shooters until maybe Duke Nukem 3D. Because I don't even think Heretic and Hexen had them. The Nightdive ports have added them in, obviously. But, even the Nightdive port of Doom has the crosshair, but doesn't have mouse look. Whereas they added mouse look in Heretic and Hexen because you could look up and down with the keyboard. Duke Nukem 3D is the first game I can think from memory. Now, it's probably not the first game, but it's the one that I can think of. Yeah, the only one I can think of that has a crosshair. And I'm pretty sure Duke came out before Quake. I don't even think like Witch Haven and other games based on build had crosshairs as part of their native game. It's something I'll have to ask the robot later. See what games had the first game have a crosshair. You know, the funny thing is, I bet you the first game that had a crosshair probably wasn't even a shooter game. That's what I reckon is going to be the funniest thing. It's probably going to be something like one of those RPGs. It's probably not a shooter game. I honestly reckon the old Duke 3D would never have been anywhere near as successful, and this goes for all of those build engine games back then. They would not have been anywhere near as successful if they didn't have the edge to it. Because Quake dominated them graphically. Quake still looks good today. Quake being the first true 3D first-person shooter experience still looks good today. You can't say that about 3D games from other games, other franchises, other platforms. Quake still looks good. So, for those build engine games to be successful, they needed to have that edge, which Duke had, Shadow Warrior had, Blood had. They all had that edge, and yeah, soundtracks as well. Yeah, 9 Inch Nails did a fucking great job for Quake. The edge though that those build game engines had was great, and that's what sold them. We're going to go to Fortress of Mystery. It's the most boring, pointless level. Pointless secret level, but it's quicker than dealing with that level. You'll see what I mean. If you haven't seen Fortress of Mystery before, you're going to see exactly what I mean. All it is a room, you got some barons, right? Then you've got some cacodemons. That's it. This is literally the level, guys. This is the level. Cacodemons and Barons. Okay? That's it. That's the level. It's like an OG meme level. About as exciting. As exciting as a wet paper towel. That's it. That's the level. I don't even know, like, if there's a story behind this level. Like, is it a test level? I don't know. But that's it. You go in, run to the other side, get the keys, and you leave. Considering how great Military Base was in episode 1, this is a big disappointment. Because there would have been people who would have spent hours way back in the day. There would have been people who spent money on those stupid guides that you would buy, or ringing those tip hotlines. How do I find the secret level? Oh, this is what you do. And they get this. I would have wanted my money back. I would have been most angry. Only 10 o'clock. Not bad going. I've been streaming since 8 o'clock, which is good. I'm thinking, yeah, early mornings on a Friday. Roll out a few streams, harvest a few clips. Maybe stream tonight, maybe, after going out. Big possibility there. I really was hoping to get the Nintendo 64 emulator to work though. I am a bit bummed that I wasn't able to get that to work properly. So I have to go back to the drawing board with that. From what my friends were telling me, it is a issue with the emulator not liking OBS. So I have to set the emulator up to run in a different way. I'm only wanting to like only wanting to play a certain few games. Well, at some point I'm going to be getting a capture card anyway. I've just got to wait till I got the money, paid off my other stuff that I've got, then go back, get a capture card. Because the version of Banjo-Kazooie I really want to play is the Xbox 360 Live Arcade version. Which, for the life of me, I don't know why that no one has ported to PC. It's under Microsoft. It's one of those cases like I don't know what the reason why it hasn't happened is. So you've got Playtonic Games. They made Ukulele, which is a game that is... it's a really fun game too, and it is a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie. It's damn near the exact same kind of game, and it's a great game. They obviously know how to make those kind of games well. Microsoft could get them to port the versions that they ported from the Nintendo 64 to Xbox 360. And then people could play it on Steam. But then in saying that, Microsoft now owns Activision, which had the rights for Heretic 2. Where's Heretic 2? It's not on here. It's not anywhere. Ah. You know how I said I was going to, you know, not have any pistol starts in episode 2? That was a lie. I really, really want to see Heretic 2 be available to buy. Because I really want to play Heretic 2. Drives me nuts that I can't. Oh, no, you're fine. I died twice in episode 1. One on the last level, that was fun. Yeah, no, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was bundled with the 360, which is how I discovered Banjo-Kazooie. But Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts is a very different game to how Banjo-Kazooie was originally. So the original Banjo-Kazooie was a collectathon platformer. So it was like Spyro. Actually, Spyro the Dragon, especially like Spyro 2, Spyro 3, are the closest comparison Banjo-Kazooie that I can think of. But they were better. From what I've seen of them, they were actually better games. And they were way more witty. Like, they were actually quite funny games. Like, if you game overed in Banjo-Kazooie, it would play some of the most funniest, like, funny clips. It was way better than Crash Bandicoot as well. Way, like, infinitely better than Crash Bandicoot. And I like Crash Bandicoot. But I don't know if we had Nintendo stuff back then, James. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because when I was growing up, the only Nintendo that I'd ever seen or knew of, right, was Game Boy. I'd heard of the Nintendo 64, sort of. But that's about it. I'll tell you now. The people that I chat to on Twitch and on Discord and all that, they do not like Nuts and Bolts because they love the original Banjo-Kazooie, and they, you know, everyone wanted it to be like that again. They did something completely different with Nuts and Bolts, but I like Nuts and Bolts. I want to stream Nuts and Bolts because I think Nuts and Bolts needs to have its, you know, its redemption arc. But with Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, like, those games are cool. And I can see why people who like those kind of games were disappointed with Nuts and Bolts. Like, I get it. I could fully get that. I would have been as well. I would have been disappointed. That would have been like Spyro 1 and 2 being what they are, and then Spyro 3 being like Crash Bash. You know, it would have been something like that. There would have been like huge disappointment. So I get it. Not saying Crash Bash is bad, but it's a completely different type of game. But the game over screen for Banjo-Kazooie for the original one, the plot is insanely stupid, but it's great. It's very Monty Python-y. It's like, yeah, the witch, Gruntilda, doesn't want to be the ugliest person. Like, they think that they're like the prettiest person in the world. Then the cauldron tells them, no, there's someone else that's prettier, and that's Banjo's sister. So the idea is that she's gone and kidnapped Banjo's sister and puts her in a bimbofication machine, and then she uses that to take all of Banjo's sister's prettiness and turns herself into a hot person. Like, it's fucking ludicrous, and it's fucking hilarious. And I'm pretty sure Rareware was a British company. And there's just so much tongue-in-cheek. It's so stupidly funny. Every time you ran out of lives, you had to watch that whole process. It was freaking hilarious. Yeah, like, it's fucking funny. Yeah, I never saw a Super Nintendo in person. Neither. You see Sega Mega Drive, right? Sega Mega Drive, that's what I used to see. That was always the console that people older than me had. Never a Nintendo, Super Nintendo, it was always a Sega Mega Drive. Which makes me wonder if Sega was way more popular here than Nintendo. Which I think is the case. Which surprises me too. Because don't get me wrong, there is great games on the Sega, on the Mega Drive, but I've always thought that Sega Mega Drive games were very arcadey. Whereas with the Super Nintendo, looking back, they had a way more different set of games. Like, you had your RPGs, you had better quality, like, well, no, better quality is not the right phrase. They had more polished platformers. The platformers on Sega were all very fast-paced arcadey. Platformers on Super Nintendo were much more trailblazing to the stuff that we got available to us, like in PlayStation. Yeah. But in saying that, look how what happened with Sega. Sega has just become a game developer and publisher. Because ultimately they got destroyed with the Dreamcast. But the Dreamcast is actually a good system. I don't know what happened with Sega, to be honest. There must have been some, like, corporate stuff that was happening behind the scenes. Because from what I remember of the Dreamcast, it was quite a trailblazer. Like, it was no 3DO. 3DO was an absolute abject failure. I don't think we had those here in New Zealand. Like, I don't think we had stuff like 3DOs, Jaguars, stuff like that. I think that was mostly in America. Or maybe we did have it here, I can't remember it. But I think, yeah, Sega and PlayStation dominated us in the 90s, early 2000s. Xbox came and throttled PlayStation though, New Zealand. It never was more popular than PlayStation 2, but man did it give PlayStation 2 a run for its money. I'm pretty sure this is the bullshit exit. Yeah, nah, that's the bullshit exit. Yeah. I'm not willing to pistol start again to double check that. That we say. Did we have Sega CD here? Or Sega 32X? I swear the only way to play some of this old stuff for us now that's realistic is emulation. And companies still keep trying to kill emulation, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane that companies still keep trying to stop emulation. Nintendo being the worst one. Out of here. This way. Ah. Yeah, it's so hard trying to think back. But we kind of been a big market back then. Not that we're much of a big market now, but obviously we are much more of a market now than we were 20, 30 years ago. Is there much clicking in the audio, by the way? I don't know if it's picking up the mechanical keyboard or not. I know it's not picking it up when I'm not talking. But I don't know if it's picking up much when I am talking. I was gonna rewatch the stream. Oh no, if you're not hearing it while I'm talking, that's fine. That's what I was wondering. I know it's not picking up when I'm not talking. Because there is a filter on the OBS, like it's like a noise canceller thing, not so much a noise gate, but it helps to try and cancel out certain noises. And it seems to be working perfectly. It is trippy playing Doom with peripheral vision though. Sometimes I do just look over at OBS and I'm playing with peripheral vision over here as well as the slight delayed version on OBS. Still doing it quite well though. Of course I run out of ammo. Oh, these are Baron? Seriously? These are Baron? I've got no ammo. Oh, I got 9 rockets. I got 9 rockets. Oh, well players, okay. These are Baron? Oh, jeez. What a secret. Oh, it's not a secret. That is a trap to waste my cells on something that's not the Baron. But the Baron's kind of just stuck there. That's something I've noticed a lot in the Nightdive version. And it's probably part of the original, but some monsters are not able to go through some doors. It's really gonna make me punch him to death. Okay. Oh. Luckily he was nearly gone. Are we really about to go into the next level with no ammo? Oh my god. Ah, cool, backpack. Pistol stats are always viable, but man, do they suck. Especially when you go from having that to a fist. The only reason I'm still alive and able to still kill enemies reasonably well is because I got a berserk pack earlier on the level. Oh, that's a lovely one there, eh? That was stuck. Oh, that's good. Alright, mate. Yeah, have a good one. We'll see you later on tonight, eh? Bye-bye. I'm not even gonna try and interfere with these guys here. That Baron will come out eventually. Oh, okay, the Baron's come out now. Although, looking at the time, I don't think I'm going to be far off finishing the stream either. We are going to get through episode 2, and then we'll call it. I think we've just got this level to go, and then the last level. Lots of pinkies. That's perfect. I didn't know about this secret area. I always learn something new. When I went quiet there, I'm just like, oh, this is new. New for me. Remember where that teleporter goes? Ah, let's go have a look. What's the worst that can happen? Takes us to a red door that we can't get to yet. It's alright. Maybe we'll come back here later. Although, to be fair, unless the game's going to give me a BFG, I don't think it's going to make any difference versus the Cyber Demon. Good thing about, like, if I died on the Tower of Babel, the Cyber Demon is still completely killable. Like, the game gives you enough resources on that level, no matter what. It can just take a bit of time. Because I think rockets only do half damage to the Cyber Demon. And to the Spider Mastermind, I believe. But Thells and all that do full damage. Or it's the splash damage of the rocket launcher that is half. I can't quite remember. It's something like that anyway. Pick that up so early. Yeah, I need to get a blue key. This level is good though, I do like this level. I think I'll go through here. Here we go. Alright. Always felt that the invisibility sphere is more likely to get you killed. I don't know why that is. But for some reason the enemies hit me more easily when I'm using it. You know, in hindsight, I think the only new monsters that they add with the registered upgrade, the Keka Demon, the Lost Soul, Cyber Demon, and the Spider Mastermind, I don't think there's any other monsters. Doom 2 was really a huge upgrade for monsters, I've got to admit that. And I think Doom 2 came out a year after Doom 1. So in 1 year, they had a huge upgrade of gameplay. I do wonder why, though, the Archvile wasn't in the PlayStation Doom. Oh, we're nearly through the level now. I don't think there is any reason to go back to that red door in the secret area. From memory, I cannot think of any reason to go back there. But I might go have a look. I'm here now, so I might as well go have a look. Otherwise, my curiosity is going to forever be annoying me on it. I don't think it does anything. I don't know what the heck it does. It hasn't opened anything. Not out here. Yeah, I don't know what it does. Maybe it's opened up something back here? Maybe it opened up this. It's the only thing I can think of that it opened up. In which case, that's cool. Cool and all. I won't complain at a megasphere. On the PlayStation version of Doom, I'm actually sure that's how you get to Fortress of Mystery. I distinctly remember that as a kid. Alright, Cyber Demon time. Honestly, not that much of a threat. What's more annoying about the Cyber Demons actually the lost souls. Again, you Cyber Demon, you just circle strafe them. Like, when the souls get you cornered like that, that's when it's a problem. Like, I didn't even use up my full clips. So I can sort of see why they got rid of the boss fights in Doom 2, because they just weren't really needed. Better monster placement and level design, I think, is better than boss fights. Anyway, we're gonna end the stream here, guys. Thank you all for watching. And we'll see you later, eh? Have a good rest of the day. Bye bye now.